Okay, so we are going to start with our fabulous week 37. Okay, we're almost at the end of the school year, so we have a couple of weeks more of work. So let's make them count. Okay, we're going to start, my beautiful children, on Monday. Okay, on Monday, we are going to work on two subjects. First, we are going to work on the two sounds of letters T and H, okay? On those particular sounds. So I'm going to remind you a little bit about how they sound. I'm going to show you the video we have seen before, the two sounds of TH. And then I'm going to ask you to blow your balloon up. You are going to say some words in front of the balloon, and we're going to see with which words the balloon moves. Okay, remember last time we did it with paper, this time we're going to do it with a balloon. Now, when we finish, I'm going to say some words. If the balloon sounds in one specific way, you're going to throw it up. But if the balloon sounds on the other way, you're going to throw it down. Okay? So we're going to play a little bit with that. And then for the second part of the class, I'm going to show you some situations. For example, a boy hitting a girl. Okay? Some actions. Maybe two children fighting over a toy. Something like that. We are going to see what are the consequences, if it has a positive consequence or if it has a negative consequence. We're going to talk about that, and then you guys are going to choose one action, and on your paper you are going to draw the consequence of that action. Okay, so you get to choose if it's going to be a good consequence, a positive consequence, or a bad or negative consequence. And that is for that class. At 1:30 p.m. we have another class, and we're going to talk about reusing materials. Okay, we have been studying recycling, reusing, reducing. So on this one, we are going to talk about that. And finally, we are going to reuse a plastic bottle. We're going to make a beautiful pencil holder. Okay, so you are going to need the help of your mommy or your daddy or your adult, because we're going to be handling scissors, sharp scissors, and hot glue. Okay, and I don't want you to get hurt. So for this activity, we need an adult with us. Then, my lovely children, for Tuesday. On Tuesday, we're going to discriminate and write words for garbage. Okay, we're going to play with our roulette app, and I'm going to show you some random objects, and you guys have to tell me the name of those objects. Okay, so wrapper, bottle, newspaper, box, whatever I show you, you have to tell me, but you have to respect your turn. Okay, if it's not your turn, then you cannot talk to me. Then, when everyone has passed, I'm going to show you the names of those subjects on the board, well, on the screen. And you guys have to use your chalk board and your chalk to reproduce those names, okay? We're going to start writing a little bit more. So remember, you have to do it by yourselves. And then at 11:15 a.m. I have class with group number 1. We're going to be working on sequences, okay? We're going to start with easy shapes and colors. You are going to create your own in your house with the material I asked you for. Then we're going to work with numbers, okay? We're going to create some sequences with numbers, and you guys are going to reproduce it on your board with your chalk. And then finally, we are going to see some action sequences, okay? We're going to see what happens first, what happens next, what happens finally. So we're going to be working on those things, and then you guys are going to help me to number down the sequences that I'm going to show you on the screen, okay? And that's how we're going to finish with that class. On Wednesday, we are going to work with garbage consequences, okay? What are the consequences of garbage? I'm going to show you some new concepts like soil pollution, water pollution, air pollution, habitat, climate change, endangered animals, and all of that. We're going to describe what we see in each picture. Then I'm going to read to you the fourth part of the story, The Kitty Quest, that we have been reading these past weeks. And then, to finish, I ask you to have 3 containers, okay? We're going to place our containers left, middle, and right without the lid, and then with your little ball, you guys are going to put it between your elbows, and I'm going to say a sentence. And if the sentence corresponds to endangered animals, you guys are going to put the ball on the left container using your elbows. If the sentence is relative to climate change, you guys are going to throw the ball, well, dump the ball on the middle container. And if the sentence is relative to air pollution, then you guys are going to dump the ball on the right container, okay? Remember, no hands, only your elbows. So we're going to play like that, and then we're going to review what actions we can do to help our planet, okay? And that's it for Wednesday. For Thursday, we're going to talk about actions to help our environment. Okay, we're going to pick up where we left on Wednesday, and we're going to talk a little bit about the triple R formula that we have been studying: reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, what can we do to reuse? What can we do to reduce? And what can we do to recycle? Okay, then I'm going to show you a really interesting video about the recycling process. It's a relatively long video. It's like 4 minutes. So we're going to see what is happening on that video. We're going to talk about it, and then we're going to take our worksheet and we're going to work on it. Okay, so we're going to see 3 items I can recycle. You're going to draw them. 2 items I can reuse, use over and over again. And 1 thing I can reduce, I can use less of. Okay, and then you guys are going to share your ideas with the rest of the class. And that's it. Then again at 12:45 p.m. I have class with group number 2. Same thing. We are going to work on sequencing. Okay, first, easy sequences, shapes and colors. You are going to create your own sequence at home with the objects that you have. Fruits, colors, toys, containers, whatever you have. Then we are going to numbers. Okay, we're going to create a number sequence, and you on your board are going to make your own number sequence. Okay, you're going to show it to everyone. And finally, we're going to talk about action sequences. What happens first? What happens next? What happens at the end? So we're going to see that, and then I'm going to show you some sequences on the screen and you're going to help me to number them down. And that's it. And then finally, on Friday, we're going to reenact the story of the Kitty Quest. Okay, I'm going to read to you the full story of the Kitty Quest. And then I'm gonna have some papers with the 4 characters on the story. Shirley, Chuck, Theo, and a new one called Ruth. Okay, so you guys are going to pick one paper, and depending on the character you have, then it's the character you are going to play the part of. Okay, then you guys are going, when everyone has passed, you guys are going to talk to me about what is your favorite character in the story, and to finish you are going to draw it on your piece of paper. Okay, and that's it. That's how we are going to end with week 37. Thank you so much for working with Miss Letty. Remember, I love you, stay safe, and we'll meet on the next video. Bye, everyone.